Right, UceDawg. You got a card. I need you to read that off for me, bro, and give us your honest reaction.
Why did the gopher bring 2 pairs of pants in case he got a hole in one?
The way, look,
Nah,
he over there niggling a little bit and shit, man.
I wasn't expecting that.
All right, y'all. Hey, what's up, Gone? Bonjour, famille. It's Bum Jonas, and I'm here with.
UceDawg.
We're about to have SitDown and Syke, y'all. Let's get started. All right, sir. So, first of all, I want to thank you so much for your time. I just appreciate you being here.
I appreciate you having me.
I think you're like maybe my first or second comedian. Right? So, my thing I want to ask, bro, is like, what makes you think you funny?
I make myself laugh all the time.
Oh, shit.
That's where it started.
So, if you, okay,
That's where it started.
if you can make yourself laugh, then
I mean,
you halfway there?
I just feel like you can find laughter in anything.
Okay.
So that'd be my goal.
So I want to ask this one because I feel like it's kind of a cliche question, right? Like, are you the funny one of your group? And was it your homeboys or your people that was like, bro, you should start telling jokes?
Honestly, yes, but it was like everybody. Like wherever I go, you got some people who like you think you funny, don't you? It's like, nah, you think I'm funny.
Okay. I see how. Okay, never mind.
Man, it's like, I mean, it just came. It came with time, honestly. Like as time progressed, you hear something over and over and over. Like, why you gonna do this? Or why
Right.
you gonna do that? Or are you a comedian? This, and that.
So then you're like,
Then
fuck
it's
it.
like, I want to try, but I really don't. I got other stuff going on, and I ain't really taking it serious.
Okay.
So my manager, Brian B. Dunny,
Be Dunny, okay.
yeah, he start just signing me up for stuff like open mics and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah,
So you almost got pushed into this in some ways.
yeah, I wouldn't go at first.
Why
I
not?
wouldn't go. I mean, I guess I wasn't focused on the right stuff.
But you knew you was funny, though.
Yeah, I knew I was funny, but it's like, it's a lifestyle for me, so I wasn't really worried about making money off of it or being exposed for it at the time. I just
Okay.
like doing it to pass time.
So it was, like you said, a lifestyle. It was a hobby. It was fun. It
Yeah.
wasn't a hustle.
Nah, everybody be so serious where I'm at or where I'm from and stuff like that. So I just, like I want to bring some type of joy to the crowd. So.
Okay. So that's, in some ways, that's your reason for why you.
Yeah, that's my purpose.
So that is one of my cliche questions that I have to ask. And I didn't want to start that way because, who say, man? It's fucking funny, man. So, but who is UceDawg? What do you do and why?
UceDawg is a father first, like first and foremost. I got 2 sons, Jason Cash, and
Okay.
they the reason for everything I do.
Okay.
Like I had a short period of time in my life where I was trying all the wrong stuff and it didn't really get me nowhere. So I just wanted, to go on the legit side and use my God-given talents to take care of my family.
Okay.
So I'm a hard worker. Somebody that has to practice patience. Like, especially with this comedy stuff. Like everything don't turn out how you want it to.
Really? Okay.
But I like the stage. Like that's where I'm at peace.
Okay.
So when I got a lot going on, I put it, I write it down and I make a joke out of it. So I'm able to
Got you.
express my feelings
Okay.
and make other people laugh and it be relatable.
At the same time, it's a bit of therapy or like a vent session for you too.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win.
Yeah, all around.
Okay. All right. So the way I asked the question is, how did you discover your talents? And what I mean isn't so much like for you. And most comedians end up being told or almost pushed into it, like, man, you funny, right? So there's that aspect of it. But there had to have been a point for you where you were like, nah, I could crack a joke on a motherfucker, or I could roast. You know what I mean? So when did you realize, ooh, no, I'm kind of funny with this shit?
Honestly, when I was in jail.
Shit. Is this like one of them, like kid and play type situations?
Nah, it wasn't nothing kid to play about this. Nobody was playing where I was at. Like, unfortunately, I had to go to jail for almost 3 years.
Okay.
And during that time, like, the way I did my time was being myself.
Okay.
I made people that was facing life and stuff laugh and open up and stuff like that about just day-to-day stuff.
Okay.
A lot of times men or feel like they are too vulnerable or too hard, to talk, and open up.
Yeah.
So it's like to create a safe space where everybody can be themselves, it start off with laughter in my eyes. Like if we can laugh together, we can talk together.
That's a good point. Come on now. That's real. That's real as fuck though. I guess the easy question is like, how do you write your jokes, right? But I think it's more, what triggers a joke for you? Like, where do you get the lines from? You know what I mean?
Life experiences.
Okay.
Like my thing is to have I'm a raw comedian. Like one of my favorite comedians is Bernie Mac.
Oh shit. Okay.
And I feel like a lot of his stuff was relatable because it had some truth to it.
Right.
Like a lot of people want to be like everybody else or do this or do that. And it's like, it's a risk, but I want to dare to be different by being original. You know what I'm saying? So the stuff I'm talking about, like it happened. I just seen it, or it happened when I was growing up, or, I seen my dad or my mom go through it or something like that. So it's all
relatable,
authentic.
How do you, this is something I've always wondered, especially for comedians. And I'll be transparent. I've always been enamored, or like I've always looked up to comedians for a lot of different reasons, because one, it's a gift to be able to make people laugh. You know what I mean? Like most people,
It's a gift, yeah.
They look at you and be like, "Oh, you trying to be funny, huh?" You know what I mean?
It's a gift and a curse.
Right, and that's the other side, right? Is that most comedians see a different kind of truth than the rest of us do, and they speak that truth through their jokes. So, for me, my question really is like, how do you cipher through the different things that are going on in life and be like, okay, that's funny, that's fucking tragic. Maybe I don't talk about that. You know what I mean?
I kind of let the fans, the audience, the people that I'm performing do it, because they might not see it as funny. Like you got a lot of people that come to shows not to laugh or to criticize and stuff like that.
Oh shit.
So those are the people that I choose to aim at, because it's like if I can make you laugh, I can make anybody laugh.
Right, okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you already anticipate like, oh, I did the comedy show stuff, these people ain't funny, blah, blah, blah. He don't got a lot of content. He probably ain't this, woo, woo, woo. Nobody knows him. So it's like, those are the people that I want to know me.
That's the
Because
one.
it's like, if they laughing along with everybody else that's already, coming to laugh. So
Okay. He said, look, he going for the biggest, toughest guy in the room.
man, somebody got to do it.
So, what was the transition like? I mean, you went to jail, and you come home, and while you're in there, you realize like, okay, I'm funny. One, what was the transition like coming back into the civilian life, and was it at that time that you decided you was gonna be funny or be a comedian, or how long did it take?
It took a while. Like
Okay.
I've been doing comedy for like 3 years. I've been out of jail for like 10.
Oh shit. Okay, so,
So
you was a
it
slow
still,
walk
yeah,
there.
it still took some time, because it's like people. I tend to be a people pleaser. So a lot of times I was worried about the wrong thing.
Right.
A lot of people said I was funny and I should, but certain people that I feel like should have, was kind of like, it's always an if and a but. So I'm like, I'm going to just do this with them. Or,
Right.
I'm going to just stick to what I'm good at. Like, I paint.
Right.
Outside of comedy, like my daily work is I paint. Stuff like that. Like that's something that I always done, like put my own all in and strive to, to where now I'm doing it on my own.
Right.
And with comedy, I feel like if I put the same amount of energy into it, like I'm going to be something.
Okay. Painting ass comedian, y'all. My assumption when it comes to comedians that, one, you make yourself laugh. And that's probably your first marker, like, all right, that's a good joke, right? But how do you then, how do you then figure out, how do you work a joke? Do you throw it to your friend group and see what happens? Do you wait till you get to the stage and wait for that reaction? You know what I mean?
Lately, I've been actually writing it now. Like when I first started off, my first year, I didn't write anything.
Oh, shit. You was freestyling your jokes?
Yeah, but it came with a lot of like scrutiny, like criticism, and it was honest stuff that helped me get to where I'm at. I'm already nervous to be in front of this many people. I'm not usually around this many people, that I'm performing in front of or that's actually paying. They paying to see a show. I feel like I have to, the customer always right. So it was tough to hear, some of the stuff because it's like I said, if I think it's funny, I'm going to go with it.
Okay.
But the customer always right. So if these people that's willing to pay these 20s and 40s and however much amount of money to come and see me, I want to know, they input on it. Yeah, I want them to put their 2 cents in. And it was always like, why you don't recycle this? Or why you don't actually write out a story or write a joke? See how it goes. Practice more. Or you move around too much. And it's like, I kind of, like I built this. Like this was built. It wasn't just in me from birth. Like I built this. So, I made it to where like now I'm comfortable with talking, even doing interviews.
Right.
Like this was something that I had to practice and get good at.
Okay. So you're intentional.
Oh yeah. I don't do nothing I don't want to do.
Right. Like you said. And then once you get started, you're like, okay, I'm going to do it till I fucking know it. And you're very involved in what you do.
Yeah, because it's like if you don't, I want to be able to see it through. So when I tell my story, it's like it's authentic. You can feel it when I'm talking to you. Like you understand where I'm coming from.
You ain't lying, no.
I don't want to make nothing up. And then it's like, that's what people do these days. They troll.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be nobody's meme or nothing like that for playing games or saying something that ain't true. So I make sure that I go over it. Like when I'm putting a joke together. As funny as I want it to be, I want it to be true.
Right. Okay.
And it's like, even sometimes they get in the way. They like exaggerate a little bit. I'm like, nah.
That's not.
I think this funny enough to where I could see it just like it happened and put my twist on it. And
so does that give it, for me, I have to bring this to, does that give it sort of a hip-hop feel or a rap feel? Because, in the rap world, like, everything's got, you can't say that line unless you really did it type of shit. Is that?
Because that's another story for another day. They be faking anyway. So I definitely don't mimic off rap. It's just more of how I came up. It's like the truth don't need no explanation. So if it's the truth, you go out there, you say it, and they gonna respond to it. You know what I'm saying? They gonna respect it, if anything. So a lot of stuff I say is relatable. Like, for instance, if I'm talking, I always survey the crowd before I go on, like 30 minutes before, I just sit there and watch to see everybody that's sitting down.
Okay.
So when I go out there, crowd control is 35, 40% of the stage, like, because if the crowd don't interact with you and they don't think you funny, so like them your supporters, they ain't gonna keep paying to come see somebody that they don't laugh at. Right. So it's like, I want to interact with them. Gotcha. I might bomb on a joke, but be appeasing to them, because I'm talking to Auntie right here. Right. I'm talking to her, she dancing or she doing something that caught my attention and I'm rolling with it.
And the bomb on the joke could transition real well because of how you interacting with Auntie or something.
Yeah, because it's all about them. So long as I make them laugh or I bounce back, I could talk about messing up. And if I say that in a funny way, then it'll,
You still won.
Yeah, because people attention spans is like this.
So I want to, speaking of attention spans, we're going to jump right into another one. But I want to ask about, I guess, the logistics of comedy. You said you've been doing comedy for 3 years, but it sounds like you had a good 7-year kind of walk into it before you got official.
Yeah.
What is what's the approach of getting better? Like, I know you mentioned critiques and things like that. So do you end up like, I don't know, do you watch tape of yourself? Do you
all the time
like tell a joke to a bunch of people in the room and see how does that go?
I do open mics.
Okay.
I do open mics. That's where like it's free to sign up. People can come and see, and then it's random people. So I go to open mics all around the town. Like I go to Independence. I go to the Bird downtown. I do my own. So I will rent a venue out, hire a DJ, somebody for food, stuff like that, and promote it ahead of time, where it's going to be, the other people that I'm going to come, like, so I mix with other comedians.
So you're making a way for yourself.
I want to make a way for all of us. It's a lot of people that's funny that, just do it on Facebook. So it's like, you get called a Facebook comedian. And it's like, I made 1,200 people laugh and y'all calling me a Facebook comedian. Like, if half of y'all pay $10 to come and see me, I could do something.
Then
with
I'd
this.
be a paid comedian.
So it's like I try to jump out there on the limb and do it so other people can see that you can. Like, you don't always have to. Everybody, Kevin Hart ain't gonna notice everybody right away.
But over time, we keep pushing.
If I progress, somebody that know him or know somebody that know him might, you know what I'm saying? So it's that's what I'm grinding for.
Man. I fuck with that. What you mentioned, there's a lot of people are funny in KC. KC is known for a lot of different things: jazz, R&B, right? We're gonna get that right. Hip hop. Is KC known for comedy?
I mean, it's all about like who you know. A lot of people in Kansas City, they have came up and they venture off.
Okay.
Like Funny Marco. Like he's somebody that over time, like a lot of people see that it's hilarious and stuff like that, and it ain't just in Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? From Atlanta to like he go on tour and stuff like that.
Right.
So people like him, Walter Battle, he go to a lot of different places and perform and stuff like that. I mean, Eddie Griffin, like Eddie Griffin is from the town. Like he one of the funniest comedians to me.
Yeah, no.
Like hands down. So that in itself, we have talent. It's just all about like your brand and your approach and how you put yourself out there.
Was it I don't say the kid, he ain't a kid, a grown ass man. Lil Bobby.
Oh yeah, Bobby J.
Bobby J.
Bobby J.
My bad.
Nah, he did. He a little grown man.
So, okay, and I think that's actually dope when we think about it. Then KC has a good wealth of comedic talent.
Nice amount.
So, one of the things I want to talk about or ask about when it comes to, like, comedy. I feel like, and some of this is the Facebook or the internet comedian versus the real life comedian, right? So there's jokes and there's ways that you tell it and there's body language that you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
But then the other side of it is when we look at social media, there's this whole realm of funny that is based off memes, and sometimes I get stuck on how does a comedian navigate that, right? Like, how do you tell a joke that's about life and things you observe when most of us are really stuck on this 15-second meme that if you don't know what that meme's about, you're like, I don't get it.
You gotta get with the time. You gotta figure out how to use it.
Okay.
I could take a 15-second meme and do a voiceover and talk about it.
Okay.
And once you got 100,000 people that seen the meme already, every time they see it, if it was funny to them, they at least click on it once, or they might want to show somebody or something like that.
Okay.
Now I'm over it talking about it, or I'm commentating on it, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you use the meme for your comedy. With comedy, everything is a tool. Just like an experience, I go off experiences. You could talk about an object, how somebody dressed, a funeral. Like it's a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like people be at funerals. You gotta think. Everybody at the funeral don't feel the exact same way. Like we all probably sad that this person left, but everybody don't grieve the same.
Right.
Some people use laughter as a defense mechanism.
I know I do.
Exactly.
I do. Put me in a haunted house, it's jokes all day.
Yeah, so it's like versus keep on, harping over what's going on, something that's natural or whatever. I'm in there talking about my auntie wig, like it's on backwards or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta be, but it's all natural, so it's like on the fly. Like it's not forced. I don't feel like comedy, you can't force comedy.
I think that's something that I really appreciate about comedians is that, and probably why I attribute it back to hip hop, is like comedians tend to be freestyles in a way, or it comes off that way.
Yeah.
As scripted, and I know from what I watch documentaries on this stuff, and listening to you guys are very, very, very intelligent and very very fucking literate. You know what I mean? Like,
you gotta write a lot. Yeah,
you can't be no non-writing motherfucker and be a comedian.
Nah, because after a while, it's like, you have brain freezes, and you do your whatever activities you do, like whether you drink, you know what I'm saying, you work out, whatever. Like all that stuff plays a part when you're getting on stage. Like even drinking more water, doing cardio, so you can be able to move back and forth.
Wait, comedians do cardio?
I mean, if you don't do it, you're gonna do it when you're doing a show. Like say you hosting,
right?
And it's a 20-person set. Every time they get down, you have to get up there and do at least 2 to 3 minutes to engaging the crowd.
Okay.
So it's like, and that's a job. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, sometimes I like hosting more than doing a 10-minute set.
Really?
Yeah, it's like it's like less pressure because it's like I am freestyling now.
Right.
When I'm going up here, all I need to know is the person that's about to come up, name, who the vendors are, and what's going on. It's about paying attention.
Just having fun in the moment.
Yeah, it's like you keeping the crowd engaged.
So speaking of hosting, that's kind of been the thing through KC's. Like the moment somebody, and I'm there too. I'm not going, the moment someone gets a bit of notoriety or recognition, it's like, all right, I'm hosting now. Do we know what the hell a host is supposed to be doing?
I mean, I hope they do. I feel like I'm a student all the time. Like I feel like if you think you know everything, that's what make you, like. So I'm always learning. So I won't sit up here and say like I know everything a host is supposed to do, but I know how to engage in the crowd. Like I'm always practicing my comedy.
Okay.
So when I get up there, my goal is to keep the crowd engaged, make sure that they're aware of what's going on, like how much drinks might be. They might got half off on drinks from 3 to 6 or something like that. I feel like the host is supposed to know that. You're always supposed to shout the establishment out, the DJ. You just make sure you give notoriety to everybody that's playing a part in the event.
Well, you really got your shit together. You know what
I'm trying,
doing.
man. I'm trying to be chilling.
I'm trying, bro. You be doing. He over here on his Yoda shit. He got it, man. So
Appreciate it.
excuse me. I want to ask about your tour. You're putting together. Are you putting together a comedy tour or is it a comedy special? And when can we see it? How does that work? Can we be part of it? You know what I'm saying? What's going on?
It's a special that I'm going to go on tour and do, but it's going to be in the city. It's going to be a citywide tour. So I'm going to have different venues from like downtown all the way to, I'm going to say like Belton.
Okay.
Like it'll be different. I'm gonna go to Lawrence. I'm gonna go to Topeka. Like I'm gonna branch out, but it's gonna be within Missouri, and I'm gonna do comedy shows. Like I'm gonna promote them ahead of time. I'm gonna put flyers up. I'm gonna go to these places and do open mics, and I'm gonna really like put myself out there and just show people what I can do. But it's not gonna be something that's scripted. It is gonna be done the same way in every place that I go.
So the format will be similar.
Yeah, it's gonna be similar. So of course, once you watch it, people that watch it, if you was in Kansas City when I did it in Kansas City, and then you watch it, yeah, you're gonna see the same stuff.
Be like, oh yeah, I was
but
there for that. Okay.
what I'm doing is gonna be natural. That's gonna be the first time anybody see it. Every time they see it, like it's gonna be the first time.
So how do you? And this is again something I've always wondered when it comes to comedians, right? A lot of times you end up it's not recycling, it's not even rehashing. You end up re-saying the same joke, right? Because you do a show this night.
You can.
And then okay. Well, but that's what I want to talk about. Like, how do you keep the joke fresh when you've been like you do your comedy tour? After the 5th gig, you've probably told this one joke 5 different times. How do you keep it fresh?
It's all about the joke itself. Like like a lot of my jokes have action with it.
Okay.
So it's like, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You might have got on the ground. One time I was at the Bird and this man, and I didn't know how my introduction was gonna be. I knew what I was gonna say because I like practice. And when I practice, I look at the minutes, of how long I've been practicing and how long the joke will take. Because you got sets where you have like a 4-minute set, 5-minute set, 7-minute set at the open mics. So this particular open mic was a 4-minute set. My joke was only 2 minutes. And I took it. I'm like, I got to just figure it out on the fly. I got to figure the introduction out. As long as I figured it, your introduction is everything. That make the crowd like, okay, we want to see who he is. You know what I'm saying? We want to know who UceDawg is. All the way from how you coming out, like I was probably one of the first people down there that was coming out to music. I mean, they was coming out to violins and shit. I told them like, play Boss Man D-Lo, motion.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like this is how we gonna do this. I come out dancing or something. Like I'm not scared to be myself. You know what I'm saying? I done been a lot of things, but it was always me. You know what I'm saying? Like so,
come on now.
Like I'm not gonna like defer from it now.
Right.
Like
because it got you here. So why?
Yeah. So when I got there, somebody that performed before me, he got up there and for 4 minutes. He laid across the stage and didn't say nothing and just let some music play. Like he didn't say nothing at all. And by the time he got up and was walking off, I'm like, I got what I'm gonna say. And when I got up there, I was like, I know goddamn well I haven't been practicing all week, pulling random jokes out of buckets, and this motherfucker get up here and lay on the ground, and then I did what he did. And I did it for like 30 or 45 seconds.
Right.
And I got up there, I'm like, shit, I should have just got up here and laid backwards. And I laid down backwards. And they went crazy.
Yeah.
By the time I looked up, I didn't really even have enough time for my joke. So I had to shorten it up, get it done, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
so it's all about you. You could tell a joke 50 times,
Right.
but if you might add a little something here, take something away, do a little shoulder shrug or something like that, take your glasses off, put them back on, you know, like it's just all about who you telling a joke to. Everything not for everybody.
I love that. I love that. Speaking of, like you said, you can tell a joke 50 different ways, and you mentioned Bernie Mac as one of your favorite comedians. And
Definitely, probably number one.
okay. I mean, he king of comedy, right? Legend, right? What do you think are some things that attribute to longevity in comedy? 'Cause I feel like comedy could be very volatile in terms of like staying power.
Yeah, consistency.
Okay.
Consistency, and like I said, like 9/10 of the game in this position. So it's always about where you at. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could be doing, like, you can do stand-ups forever, but it's like if time has progressed, you have to as well. Like, I'm finna start doing skits.
Okay.
You know, because as funny as I want to be on stage, everybody is not going to even be able to make it to the show.
Right.
Or have the, like I said, attention span to sit through all them people. What if I'm last? You know, and this person got to go to work, you know, but they got 50,000 that they ready to sponsor a funny comedian, and they don't get to see me because they got to go to work. You know, they got stuff to do. So it's like, it's about just where you at. So right now, skits is going on, you know, it's the internet. So I'm going on a media run. So if I do a stand-up, I'm going to put it on the internet.
Right.
You know, like when I do a skit, I'm going to put it on the internet. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Like, I'm going to be vulnerable and let everybody see how funny I am, so you can't ignore it. I mean, it's like, I feel like that's how a lot of people stay with time. Like Kevin Hart, he doing Twitch.
Yeah, he's streaming and shit.
He's streaming but he's streaming with the biggest streamer in the world.
Right.
You know, like a
So
million
how could he not get
streams.
seen?
Like, yeah, it's like, and not only is he continue to get seen, he is pushing for, you know, the youth to be in the light as well. You know, he letting them introduce people at the BET Awards, so it's like a favorite for a favorite type. You know,
Yeah,
it's
I
not like
see.
it's grown versus young. So everybody gotta watch it. If you like Kevin Hart, you could be 21 to 42 and like Kevin Hart.
Right.
You could be 14 to 42 and like Castanet. So it's like,
And
it's
you
a
gonna-
win-win.
I always stop and give people their flowers. For you coming in, my thought was just your grit. You know, I love authenticity, but I love the fact that you are you, and sometimes it feels like your humor is part of your vulnerability is part of your humor.
For sure.
The other thing I like though, as I sit and talk with you, one, you're a fly ass motherfucker. You put it on
appreciate it,
very
appreciate
nice,
it.
very well.
Appreciate it.
The way that you approach it, your intentionality, the student element that you seem to put into the game, man, it reminds me of watching the younger folks, or for me watching other legends come up, and it's like, oh, he got it. This guy is a business. He's intentional. He respects his craft enough that this is gonna be good shit. So I'm just like, I don't even know if it's the right kind of flowers. I just feel like, man, I'm having a hipster moment where I'm seeing a legend before the rest of the world does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I
we all throw
appreciate
the
that.
legend word around, so whatever. But I'm just saying, like, there's something very intentional and uniquely special about you, man. So,
I definitely appreciate that.
but the other thing, though, do you feel like we're having sort of a resurgence of comedy and specifically black comedy? Like, there was the '90s again, where you know the D.L. Hewleys, Earthquakes,
Martin Lawrence.
you know what I mean? Like, there was a strong black surgence of comedy that was happening. Do you feel like we're in that realm of things now?
I feel like they paved the way for us to do what we're doing now. But I feel like a lot of people try to merge everything, and that's what make the comparisons come, and you really can't. like true enough, it's a lot of funny people. Like if I had to just go off the dome, my top 5 of right now would be like Drewski, Mojo Brooks. I like DC Young Fly. Let me see who else. Carlos Miller. He probably the funniest. Yeah, Carlos. He the funniest.
Yeah.
That's my dog. And then 5 would be kind of hard. I like Funny Marco. Like I genuinely, like not just because he's from the town or whatever. Like
Right, 'cause
he
like,
grew
oh,
on me. Yeah, he definitely grew on me. But just him being him all the time, like or how he be is just be. I mean, like this dude is crazy. But I don't feel like, of course, they can mess with Bernie Mac, Martin Lawrence, Jamie Foxx, or you know what I'm saying?
Because that's a
is Chris Tucker, like
ooh, okay.
yeah, that's definitely top 5. Chris Tucker top 5
Now,
hands down.
Everyone that you mentioned moved into acting. Is that where you're going as well? I mean, you did mention skits. So are we gonna see UceDawg in a movie?
I pray to God. I mean, like I just felt like with this, like them, like I feel like that type of stuff just happened. Like they was doing what they had to do to get where they needed to go.
Right.
And that's what I'm doing. Like, of course, right now, comedy is in my future. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I want to do everything that has to do with funny. I want to host. I want to do skits. I want to perform at people's birthday parties. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to do it all. If that leads me to being able to do, a scene here and there, then I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that surrounds comedy or that comedy come with, that's what I want to do.
So we might see him in an action movie.
Yeah, I'm not going to jump off the plane. I'm not jumping.
Not doing it.
I'm not jumping. I'm not climbing. I'm not doing none of that shit.
He ain't fucking up his J's.
Nah, you can just catch me eating or doing something with a girl or something like that.
All right, man. So look, just a couple more questions, and then I got to get us up out of here. Actually, this is where we got to pay a couple bills. Just a little bit of sponsorship time, all right? This one goes out to our number 1 OG sponsor, Thrax Pastry. Nothing for sale here, but definitely a suggestion where you can spend some time. My question here, we call it comfort food. So you've had a long ass day. You didn't painted 2 hallways. You done did a 30-minute set. Didn't bomb, but auntie was talking shit. You get home, what's that meal that like, I'm done. Don't call me, don't text me. I don't care about your offer. This food is in my face and I'm done.
It depends on who make it.
Shit.
Nah, I would have to say something that like just put me down and I don't want to talk no more. It's probably like some smothered chicken, breast, some rice, and some green beans with some cornbread.
Shit, I feel like it's already, man.
I like home cooked food. My one of my favorite foods is salmon, but I like it to be cooked at home as well. Like
You want that skillet, that
home. I want it to get hot in the kitchen. You gotta open the window.
You a funny dude, man. Excuse me. Okay, this joke comes, or not jokes. Look, you got me laugh. This question comes from Sherry's Executive Lounge, Cigar Lounge. If you need a place to go where you just want to meditate and get right with yourself, go hang out with them, man. Go check them out right there in the historic 39th Street district off Genesee. My question here, and this has nothing to do with cannabis. We're talking about cigars. And you may not smoke, maybe you do. My question is, when's a good time for you to cigar? If you could imagine, I'm going to light up a cigar, when would that be? It's about to be good.
Just a cigar?
See, look, we can't.
Okay, if I was lighting
We'll
up,
make it a two-parter.
if I was lighting up a cigar, I mean, I don't really like cigars. I didn't try them.
Okay.
I don't really like them. That's something that you do, but I would think you do like at a party or on a yacht, or like that's like player stuff, like OG. You
celebrate something.
Yeah, you got you some bourbon or something like that, things like that. Then you can do that cigar.
Okay. The other cigar.
However I can, when I eat, after I eat. when I go use the bathroom.
Said I woke up and breathed.
Yeah, like I'm just getting off work. I'm finna go back to work. I'm thinking about work. I gotta.
You know, it's something thinking about work does. It does make me want to.
It's stressful. That's a stress reliever. That's what they told me telling me it relieves stress.
Now look, here's the last one. This one goes out to Bargain Hunters Paradise. Every first Friday weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, they have a West Bottoms vendor market. 30 or 40 vendors together, all set up for you. So go check them out. My question for you, and this one fits because you a fly motherfucker. You got your style on. Which one attracts you and which one keeps you? If you got the choice between the mall or a vendor's market.
I had to say, I don't like being in the middle, but it just depends on where I'm at. Okay. Like the malls here don't really be having nothing.
Gotcha.
So, and then like I like supporting Black-owned businesses and just people that's on the come up. So if your stuff is like you got good material, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna say vendor. As a matter of fact, because it's a lot of people, that have good brands.
Right.
Like my boy Maury Clips, he got the Stamp brand.
Okay.
It's warm. You know what I'm saying? Like you can get your wear and tear out of it.
Right. See.
So I got some.
We need it. Y'all see how he did that?
No, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it has to be, something that like you can wear.
Okay.
And of course they look nice. But to me, I feel like it's how you wear it. Some stuff that might not look nice to you, it might be because you feel like you don't got no shoes. I might feel like I can just put some Timbs on with it. So you know what I'm saying? It's just, It's to each his own. So to me, I'm going to say the vendor. Because the malls, it's like they be overpriced for stuff that's ain't really all that. Ain't going to shrink.
Overpriced for shit you can find anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, just a couple more. This one here is me harking back to like classic comedians. Are you gonna put a project like comedian? Like they had the comedy album or the comedy record. Is that something that is still viable in this day and age?
Yeah, like I said, you just gotta adjust with the time. So for me, it'd be more so like the specials. That's something that I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's something that I want to do like consecutively. Like I want to have a sequel. Like Cat Williams. How he had the American Gangster, and the Pimp Chronicles, and like those were really 1, 2, and 3s, like stuff like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to build a place where raw comedy is like back in style. So like I said, I want to start off, in my own hometown and branch off in places around here and just not only put my comedy out there, but seek other like raw comedians that's probably funny. It's probably somebody that's in Sedalia that's really funny, but Sedalia's small, they don't probably have the proper promotion and stuff like that. So it's like I want to shed light on that. So if anything, it's like no matter what, we gonna give back or let our people know where we from, that this is what we doing. And you got to pay to play. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's about a bankroll. So we going to make some money. Like, we got to feed our kids. Like, if I'm doing this, I could be doing something else for 40 hours a week. So if I'm doing shows, night and day or 2 a days or 3, 5 days a week, yeah, I'm going to get paid for it.
Shit, we all got to eat somehow.
And I'm going to give y'all your money's worth. Like, I got you.
Look, he here on free for the interview, and I'm laughing. So clearly, y'all going to get something, man. Excuse me. So I'll edit that. Excuse me.
See, this one. You got 2 more of them.
He said,
you gonna need a mask.
I'll just go like this. Now, so look, actually though, we are really at the last question, and for me, this is one I ask everybody. I hope to get a chance to ask you again. When it's all said and done, when the show is over, we get a chance for them to see the comedy special. What is it that you want the folks to walk away with as far as UceDawg experience?
Raw, real, and funny. I want them to feel like they got a nephew that do this, or they got a son that did that, or they boyfriend do this all the time. I want them to be able to laugh and recycle the joke in their mind throughout time. I feel like every movie or something like that has some type of life experience or a joke to it at the same time. I want to be part of that. Like, I want to be part of somebody's future where they like, you remember when UceDawg said, or you remember on the one time where he said, like, I want my sayings and stuff like that to be nationwide, and I want everybody to know, like, that I'm the funniest. I'm not just a funny motherfucker. I'm the funniest.
Oh shit.
I'm the funniest.
To the white meat, motherfucker. I love it. I love it, man. Now look, I gotta get us up out of here, but I appreciate you so much for your time. Bump Jonas, and I've just had a dope ass conversation with none other than
UceDawg.
Now look, y'all, as I always say, love yourself like you try to love the world. Do something to earn your place in the world this week, and just be some dope motherfuckers. Y'all have a good one. Peace.